G'day. In today's video, we're going to actually have a look at a couple of channels of people who've asked me to check out their channel and see if I can offer any advice to improve their channel. Basically, I'm hoping that this will become a regular feature and that you might like me to see if I can give you any pointers on your channel. I'm not saying my channel's perfect by any stretch of the imagination, but I certainly have been around a while and have learned quite a lot of things about offering the best for your channel that you can do. By way of being, open and forthright, I'm going to just show you my channel quickly first, and then we'll go and have a look at these other two channels. So firstly, my channel is right there, and the first thing that you will see is that my name is big and branded, but also that I have a byline, helping you make better videos. And I hope that the videos that I put out will indeed help make you better videos. Even if it's just one of my vlogs or something, I hope that there are examples in the way that I film and the way that I edit that might inspire you to increase the quality or increase the variety on your video. So I've got a background here that reflects me, I feel. This background, as you can see, it's film, which is basically the same as video. And there's some tropical images in there as well. And as you know, I'm in Townsville, Australia. So that reflects me as well. Now, you'll see here that I've got links to 4 of my social medias: Facebook, to Instagram, Twitter, and my website, which I must confess I've been pretty much ignoring for quite some time now. I must go back and start using it. But that's how I've got mine set up. Now, you'll see that I've used the same font here on my name as I have on my avatar down here. And that's intentional, of course, so that there's some continuity between the two. Now, the next thing that we're going to look at is my videos themselves. I should have actually started over here on my home page. So my home page, if I scroll up, you'll have a look, scroll down, should I say, excuse me. You'll see that I've got it laid out with different playlists. Basically, I've got it laid out so that you can see different videos that I make, rather than just leave it as the list of uploads, which you can see on the videos channel we'll look at in a minute. So I've got the last 5 videos from my uploads. Then I've got another playlist here of my DJI Phantom 3 standard videos, and so on, toy grade. So in other words, a variety of interests. So people might actually choose to watch one over the other if they have a preference for how to improve their drone videos, for example, and these ones might encourage them to have a look. Let's move over to videos, and you'll see that my videos vary quite a lot. The thumbnails do vary quite a lot, but you'll see they've all got text on them, so that's clearly evident when you first look at the thumbnail exactly what it is that the video is about. I try to use the same font as often as I can, and so you'll see I actually changed fonts a few times. This one, for example, my live stream for 2,000 subscribers. But in general, I'm using the same font. Look, I changed the font again there and there. But as a general rule, you'll certainly see that I try to use the same font. I need to change this one down here. You'll see that that's I used small lowercase when I probably should have used all larger case. A bit harder to read than these other ones. So we're looking for thumbnails on my video that are have got large text. It's easy to read, and therefore I tend to use a lot of black and white. And if I use white, I generally put black around the outside edge to make it stand out a little bit. Sometimes if I've got like for this one, for example, overcoming the YouTube blues, when I just had that is black text on the background that was originally there, a bit hard to read, so I actually threw some white behind there to make it stand out and pop a bit more. If we go over to my playlists, now I know that this is an area where I need some work. My playlists basically, we've got some playlists there, liked videos, Townsville YouTubers, etc., etc. And there's a whole lot more. So you can scroll through those and have a look at them. Basically what I've done is I know that I've got to try and group some more together, and I've got to also look at the names that I've given to some of my playlists. For example, this hashtag I'm a creator, that probably is not really self-explanatory to anyone who doesn't know what that means. Whereas looking for OBS, anything to do with OBS, I put them all together. And these are all videos of other people from Townsville who I've come to know and who make YouTube videos, Aussie Mark's Vlog. So some of these needs changing to allow the search engines to pick them up more readily. So that's work for me. Then we're going to move over to the Abouts channel, and you'll see that I've got a fairly lengthy description here. So I say thanks for joining me, tell them where I'm from and how long I've been on the YouTube channel. I've broken up my paragraphs with a space. As you can see, it makes it much easier to read. And I've added some of the words in capital letters so that if you're coming to this page, some of those words in capitals are going to pop out a bit more. Video making tutorials, that's obviously what I'm all about. Grow on YouTube, that's obviously what I'm all about. And then I also offer drone footage, the occasional vlog. So that helps. And make sure that you've got your email added. For example, I've got mine added here. Now, once they took that message function away in YouTube, this is one of the primary ways that people can actually personally contact you, by going to your About page. So make sure you've got your email there. And as you can see, that's my email address. I created one in Gmail that again is relative to my channel. I am Aussie Mark. Everybody knows that. So that's very helpful. And my social media links are down here. Now don't be in the habit of trying to just put the HTTP code. It really looks untidy and it's not clear as to exactly what it is. So when you add your links, make sure you put in what the link is for: Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Pinterest, whatever the links are that you use. I'm actually going to add an extra one in here today. Let me go up here to my customized channel, because one of the things I think that you can do, or what that I want to add at least, is, so I'm going to go down here, go to add. And I want to add a link back to my channel with the subscription option. So if I click on edit, we'll scroll down here. Now I'm going to add, and I'm going to put in the name. Here's those names I was talking about before that you make sure that you add. Don't just leave that blank. So I'm going to put in here whoops, now I'm going to try and keep it together so everything's got, I use lowercase up the top, so make sure I use lowercase for this one as well. Subscribe to my channel, that'll do for today. I might change that a little bit in the future. And in here I would put in not just my website, my channel, but I'll actually show you, I've got it here on Notepad. So my channel address only goes up to here. It's that part there. But I've also, I want to add on this little bit, and I suggest that's probably a good thing for you to do. !sub_confirmation=1. I've got it there separately. See that bit? If you add that at the end, so that you have your channel and then that bit added onto it, I'm going to copy all of that and put it over here. This way that if you then have somebody click on this link, I'll just hit done. See, it says subscribe to my channel there. If you click on that, it won't show for me because obviously it's my channel, but it will actually come up with a message simply saying, do you really want to subscribe to Aussie Mark? And they've only got to click yes and they're done and subscribed. So I'd suggest you add that one as well. So that's basically the a simple analysis of some of my channel. Now let's see, one of the other channels that I have been asked to have a look at is my friend Dennis Lovelady. He's a droner. So this is Dennis's channel. Now this is his homepage. Dennis has a logo which reflects what he's about, which is droning, but he doesn't have any channel art at all. So channel art is vitally important as it reflects not only who you are, but it also gives you the opportunity to put in a byline of exactly what you're about. Not everybody who comes to Dennis's channel will know specifically that they may not even be familiar with drones. But he can put up here, you know, sharing information, whatever his byline is, that would definitely help him a lot, and a reflection of exactly what he's about. So his videos, now this is his homepage, and you'll see he has only got this list here, no other playlists added down here. So he needs to add sections for different playlists, and we'll go to his playlists in a moment. So the only way from his homepage to see any more is to click on the side here, and it will just scroll across. So that's definitely something that I think, Dennis, you might be able to change. Add some more sections down here by going to your edit channel. So if we move across to his videos, now you'll see in the majority of Dennis's videos, he's chosen not to have words on his thumbnails. So Dennis obviously has made thumbnails for some of his videos, like this one, for example, where there's text on it. And I'm sure some of these others are a good reflection of what the videos are individually about. For example, this bear one looks interesting. Covered Bridge Art, Park County, and there's some art. So that's a good thumbnail. Falls Park, and there's a lovely picture of the falls. So that's a good thumbnail as well. But there are some that are a little, probably could use some work. This, for example, here, if I were Dennis, I'd be Wisteria in Primrose Lane. Pretty hard to tell that's even wisteria. Dennis, if I were you, I would be at least on the thumbnail, saturate those colors so they pop before you go uploading that one. And so we scroll through, he's in some of these, it definitely looks like Dennis has just used the default thumbnail rather than creating his own thumbnail. So again, I really encourage people to make thumbnails for your videos. YouTube likes to see thumbnails on there. If you use text, it's definitely a better way to actually explain to people what your video is about more. And saturate the colors on all of your thumbnails, simply because when they're small, they don't tend to pop as much, and you want them to stand out from the crowd. So that's what my advice there. Work on your thumbnails, Dennis. To playlists, and Dennis has got only 3 playlists by the look of this. So includes drone aerial footage. I don't think that's you know, that name could definitely do with a change. I said some of mine could as well. Perhaps take the includes off. If people are looking for drone aerial footage, they don't need to see that includes on there. And if he's got 50 videos in there, I'm sure you could segment those, Dennis, like look at some of them and see if you can group some of them together in other playlists. Because remember, playlists come up in search. So playlists are, the name on the playlist will be something that is important for people. It'll pop up in search just as much as the name of an individual video. If you're concerned about growing your channel, then I would suggest you get more playlists on there. So then we'll just move across here to the About section and have a look at that. Now, Dennis has just written hashtag I'm a creator, which is great. He's supporting that community, as have I in the past. And then he's got stuff of interest to me. That doesn't really tell us anything, Dennis. We don't know anything about you, where you're from, how long you've been on YouTube, where you think you're at with your channel, what you think your goals are, perhaps. So this could definitely do with some work, definitely. And you'll see that Dennis hasn't added an email address on here yet. So that makes it much easier, as I said, to communicate with people if you can say, just go to my About channel and grab the email from there. And his links, he's got a Google Plus link, but perhaps Dennis doesn't have any other social medias. But if he does, Facebook or Instagram, whatever. He needs to put those links in there, and that would definitely help him. Because as we said, when you go back to Dennis's channel over to the home page, for example, not only does he not have any channel art, but he's got no links to any social media up there. So Dennis, I hope that helps, and maybe there's some things there that you can work on. As far as channel art goes, there's lots of videos on YouTube about channel art. In the description of this, I'm going to put that the size that you need to create your channel art for, basically the pro forma, because as a lot of you will know that when you put text on it, like this, the text and that section needs to be in a certain place so that it'll show up on mobiles and other devices, as well as just computers, desktops and laptops. So I will definitely put in the dimensions and a link to the actual pro forma that you can use to try and get your channel art working and fitting correctly. While I'm talking about that, I'm going to show you now an image of what my channel looks like on my mobile phone, and you'll see that it fits in quite nicely. So before we leave Dennis, we'll just have a quick look at his mobile phone image, and you'll see that because there's no channel art, it's just grey, and definitely needs some channel art again in there, and it will pop things out and make things look a lot more interesting. So now to the second channel we're going to review today, and this channel is from a local Townsville person, and his channel is called, or I shouldn't say his, it's a family channel. The channel is called The World and Us. Now, as you can see, The World and Us is in nice, big, easy to read writing, right in the center, very similar to mine in that regard. And his is all about family, and he's got pictures of family. So, and now let's have also a look on the side. He's got all his social media linked in here, which is fantastic. And he's done that, for those of you who don't know, you add that on the About page, and then it comes up here on the on your channel art. So that's great. I love that. I think that's terrific. And let's have a look at what The World and Us looks like on the mobile. Yeah, it looks fantastic. It's really well done, and fits in perfectly to view on mobile. So down the page, let's go back to have a look down here. So he's broken, or I keep saying he, they, sorry, Alyssa, which is the other half. They're together doing all of this hard work along with their kids, appearing in lots of their videos as they travel around the world. You'll see that he's got his broken up into different sections here. Look at that. They look great. And look at the text. He's using the same font, which is fantastic. And he's got a consistent look to his, which is something that I actually envy here. I need to try and make mine consistent so that when you see a thumbnail, basically, you know straight away that it's from Aussie Mark. And these thumbnails, if he's consistent, will definitely be something that people will be able to go, hey, yeah, I know, I recognize that. That's from The World and Us. If we go over to his video channel, his video page, have a look here. They're all the same. See that? Or with that exception. So he's got a consistent look, consistent font. His colors pop. He's obviously saturated the colors and chosen wisely. So he's made a thumbnail for every single video, not just left it to random chance on YouTube. I had a look down here earlier and I noticed, see the consistency? It kicked in about here, about 10 months ago. Prior to that, he was using different fonts, and they all looked a little bit different. Some of them were harder to read. So obviously there's some learning that's gone on there. So well done. So these are great videos, you know, family videos of their travels around, all around, not only Australia, but all around the world. These guys are off and about at every opportunity. So check out the channel. It's really terrific. Playlists. Let's go and have a look at his playlists. Okay, so we've got quite a few playlists here. Look, and there's 4, 6, and the name, we've got 6 about Yogyakarta, 19 for Indonesian travel series, 6 in camping in Australia. So we've got good names that are easy and search for, as well as quite a variety of playlists. Again, well done. I think that's terrific. And so finally, we're going to go over to the About, and let's see what his About page looks like. So the Weldon Us family travel videos. Subscribe to join our family and watch our weekly travel vlogs from around the world. Excellent. He's put in his website address here in the description for the website that they've got, and saying, well, want to send us something. We love getting cool things in the mail, so you can do that. And he's also put his email address in the description, as well as excuse me, as well as the live link down here. View email address. And of course, you've got to go through that process. I'm not a robot, and submit and what have you. And down here, his links. There, he's got that same link that I was just talking about, putting the link to the subscription on his YouTube channel. And he's got Instagram, Pinterest, Facebook, Twitter, and subscribe to our channel. So that's the website, and that's to subscribe to the channel. So well done. I think this is great. I don't have a whole lot of advice for you on this one to make things better. I think you've actually you've done everything that you need to do on here to make this a great channel. And you can see he's got over 1,100 subscribers now and growing daily. So well done. Well, if you'd like your channel looked at and maybe some advice, I'm happy to do that. All you need to do is either put in the comment that you'd like me to review your channel, or perhaps that you can go to my About page and grab the email, as I said earlier. Thanks for watching. I hope that you've enjoyed this video and that you'll enjoy videos to come. I'm Aussie Mark. I don't need to tell you that, do I? You guys take care. Have a fantastic day as always. Well, I spit it out, Mark. And I'll see you soon. Bye now.